Getting ready to walk into the office at Foxglove Apartments. See if they'll answer some questions. It's the 24th of June. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
It's me.
There be death, little lady.
Sorry about that.
No. Right with you.
Okay.
That thing's stuck in there bigger than I don't know what. I had thought that there was the proper amount of paper, but there was something heavy stuck in this.
I don't know if I can ask you some yes or no questions.
Yep.
If that's okay with you. Okay, I was wondering if I could see my renter's file folder.
Certainly.
Okay.
E or F?
Apartment E, 1042E. What's the date today? June
24.
24. Yeah, 9:14. Okay. I had to walk. I've been up all night. I've been stressed. This is all upsetting me. I feel like I'm losing my mind. I really do.
Oh, honey, you're not losing your mind.
Okay, so in there, are there any complaints? Let's see. Are there any complaints from neighbors?
No.
No. Okay.
Well, hang on, let me look,
Okay.
because you were here before I was, right?
Right. And what are those?
Oh, this is rough. These are just things that we send you,
Okay.
like exterminal, the one we sent yesterday, the rough.
Okay.
This is exterminal.
So we'll be probably going through there. See if
Pest
there's any complaints
control.
from management as well.
Okay.
That's what I need. If I've got complaints from my neighbors, from management, if I've paid
This
my
is
bills on
water
time.
Bill. Well, this one is a water bill from November 29, 2012.
Okay, but
That you
is it
owe.
caught up now?
I will look on the
Okay.
computer.
Okay.
And then this one was water 2012. And that. 2012. I think we keep everything.
Well, that's okay. I mean, as far as, like I said, you've gotten these or whatever. I don't know if they're complaints or not, but everything's caught up as of date.
45. Release.
When did I get here? When did I first move in here? What was the date that I signed my lease? The first lease. How many leases have I signed?
Hey, I want to show you something. Because I look at people's files and I'm like, oh my God. But then it brings me back to this one particular file.
Oh my. Yeah, it's pretty thick.
And 98% of this are leases. That's how
Yeah.
long they've been here.
Is that Joe? What's his name? John? Big guy in the white truck?
No.
No, I was like, he said he's been here
He's
17
been here
years.
a long time too. So
Yeah.
his is probably thick too. Oh my, Andrea, you asked some hard questions here. Well, five, 6, 11,
5, 6, 11, okay.
I believe.
So I've been here, what, 3 years, 4
From
years?
Laura.
Yeah, Laura Schumacher. Yeah.
Okay, see, I've never met her.
Yeah. Okay, so there were no complaints from neighbors or no complaints from management in there.
Not that I see.
Okay, and my bills are caught up to date.
Let me ask you, is this your first apartment? Have you transferred?
This is my first apartment in Foxglove, correct?
Okay, so you haven't transferred?
No.
Okay, because I was going to say, if you transferred, there's another file,
Okay, and I'm
which
all.
is in the attic.
And you said I'm all caught up on my bills, or you're gonna look to make sure that I'm caught up.
As far as the water, I'll look.
Yeah, and rent and everything. Right, yeah.
Well, I know your rent's got
Okay.
up, but you done been out the door.
So overall, have I been a good tenant?
I've not had no problems with you.
Okay. Would you write me a recommendation if I ever needed it? Like if I was looking for another place to live?
Certainly.
Okay. Okay.
Well, hang on before you talk that. That's Sherry's.
Okay. Okay.
So-
Yeah, Sherry.
Yeah, that's Sherry.
Okay.
That's not me.
Okay. Now this is the stuff where, like I said, I feel like I'm losing my mind. So I'm just asking these are yes, no questions. I'm not trying to start anything.
Exactly.
Okay.
I understand.
So, do you
And I
remember me
appreciate you
asking
coming.
about the pool? Do you remember me coming to the office?
I remember you talking to Sherry about the pool.
Okay. Do you remember me introducing you to my daughter on the 3rd, this June 3rd, when I came in to pay my bills?
I do, but honestly, Andrea, today I couldn't tell you what she looked like.
Okay. So, do you remember then 4 days later coming up to my daughter at the pool? Telling her that she wasn't allowed to have the pool.
Because Sherry asked me.
Because Sherry did. Okay, that's fine. Okay, do you remember me running up after you after that happened? And I was confused. Do you remember me?
It's
Okay.
in your mind.
Yeah. Okay. So do you remember me being confused? My confusion.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Do you remember Sherry saying that I needed to call corporate, and that she would call me and give me the number as soon as she got from my parking lot up to here?
Now, hang on, I'm trying to think of the right words that it was. Because honestly, Andrea, my mind is not.
Oh, that's fine. Like, take your
sharpest
time.
tool in
Yeah.
the set in the shed. I know that she was that on a Saturday.
It was on a Saturday,
That
and I
corporate
come up
was
to
here.
you and I said, "Well, Sherry told me
Yeah.
I could have the pool as
Yeah.
long as I took it down
Yeah.
at night." And you said, "Well, ask her."
Yeah.
And she said, "I don't remember having that conversation," which made me feel like I was losing my mind, inventing conversations. And I said, "Well, that's not what you told me, or I wouldn't have bought this pool." And she says, "Well, you can call corporate." And she goes, Do you want to walk down with me to the office, or would you like me to call you and give you the number?" Do you remember that?
I think that's a Sherry thing because then I just handed everything to Sherry.
Okay.
And then I was concentrating on.
Okay, like I said, this is just
everybody
because I
else.
feel like I'm losing my mind. Okay.
You're not losing your
Do you
mind.
remember me calling you the following Monday, June 9th, and I told you Sherry didn't call me with the number to corporate. Could you give it to me? And you gave me the number. You said, "Well, hold on, I can give you the number." And then you followed up by calling me back and saying that I needed to talk to somebody named Mike.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay. Do you remember me calling you on 8 different occasions for Sherry, and you saying that you've delivered the messages, she knows? Okay. For the past 3 weeks. Okay. Do you remember any conversation, or since you've been here, that we've talked about our garden? Because I know there's been several. I just want to make sure that you remember having conversations over the last year that you've been here about the garden.
That's going to be a Sherry question because honestly, Andrea, I can't remember how they go.
Okay. Well, I'm not asking if you remember how they go, but you
Right.
remember having conversations about the garden, correct? Because I had them with you.
I know you've had one,
Okay.
but I'm not going to
Okay.
into that.
Okay. Do you
Sorry.
remember help weeding my garden? Remember Randy's 7-foot
Remember
tall
pulling
weeds?
that 8-foot tall weed
Because
out
he
there?
Miracle Growed, he took all kinds of care.
Well, this thing yesterday
Okay.
is something new that the
Okay.
corporate came out with because they had actually on another property, they had a great big field out on the property.
Okay.
So what they said was good for one was good for all.
Okay. Do you remember getting tomatoes and peppers from our garden? I remember I gave you tomatoes and peppers, and you and Sherry. Do you remember that last year?
Just 1 second. Thank you for calling Fox Club Apartments. Darla speaking. How can I help you? She is not here. She's on her way to Marietta. Already. I mean, unless she's home, but she's not answering my calls. So, yeah, so I don't know if she's on the road or, what it is. So I figured I'd give her about 4 hours to get there and get settled and try and call her back. When she came back, I had to leave. because Wade called me and he says it's after 5 o'clock. It's time to go home. So I went home to be with my hubby.